Hi, welcome to the startup vlog. Today is January 24th and it's Thursday. My best friend was making fun of me today because I work at home or from home, and the DHL man yesterday gave me a package. He saw me walking my dogs and he's like, "Oh, I don't have time to go to the end of the street. Could you please take this package to one of your neighbors?" I was like, "Oh, okay." And my best friend saw that and he started laughing. He's like, "What, are you working for the DHL service now?" I'm like, "Well, he's busy and I walk right by there, so that's not a problem." And so I delivered that package. And the people were apologizing to me. And I'm like, "It's not a problem. He just, because they thought that they had missed the DHL man and that I had to take their package, but that's not quite how it happened. Today, we have here in Europe, the heater people come and they check your heaters because that's how they gauge how much you're going to pay for heat. So they come in and they read all the meters. And that happens, I don't know if it happens just once a year. Anyways, it's happening tomorrow. And, it happens like in the middle of the day. And all my neighbors work at regular jobs outside of their homes. So one after another, they've been dropping off their keys saying, "Could you please let the heater man in so he can look at everything?" And they've like moved all their furniture or whatever. I'm like, "Sure." So those are my new jobs. I am now part of the postal service here in Europe and the heat company. So I'm like getting ready for the exhibition thinking that I know which are the artists that are going to exhibit, and then two of the artists say, "Oh, I would like to exhibit." And so when you don't know that someone creates art and then they all of a sudden say that they're actually creating it like in the closet or something, I was like, "You're an artist?" Like that type of artist? I was like, wow. I have domains for this art gallery thing, because it's initially doing it for Global H2O, an exhibition for them, and I'm doing an exhibition for the MCG artists, the Munich Creative Group artists. And I'm like, how do I get people to know about it? How do I get them to know not only about my art exhibition? I can put them in the 2 magazine or 3 magazines in town. I can set up, I can send out flyers. But if you're on the internet, how do I get you to know about this exhibition? So when the time gets closer, like 2 weeks before, I'll start putting out a little ad on Facebook for it. But I'm like, I'm gonna use the billboard approach. Territory for Munich for regional artists is 100 miles, and that's all German speaking. Yeah, I don't think it goes to Italy yet. 100 miles. So anyways, all German. So I ended up getting like in German, the words in German. Munich Artists will be the main site that I'm developing. So that will be the site. Munich Artists will be where I have all of their interviews. I already showed you that on Monday, I think. I showed you how I'm setting that up for all the different artists that I like. And after that discussion about emerging, I'm like, I should have a category called percolating. So I don't know if they would feel bad about it if I put it on there as saying they're a percolating artist. But they can put themselves in there. I actually feel like I'm going to ask them. I think I'll ask the artists what category they think they are in. And I'm going to put the links to that other article that Kim gave me about, Kim was one of the artists, she gave me a link about emerging artists, and I had that rant earlier this week. So anyways, I'm going to go through that list. I have 32 or 33 websites that have to be developed for that. And when I'm developing a website from that, it's not from like wiki scratch. I'm using Weebly for that. I don't know if you have heard of Weebly, but Weebly is a really nice, pretty easy website developer program that you can just drop and paste. And so I'll have to put the content in and make it look nice, and I will hook up the domain name to it. But most of those will be Weebly. I may make some WordPress sites depending on how much content I need to put in there. But that just makes it easy for me to keep track of them and to develop the site and add the links and stuff like that. And with Weebly, it's free up to like 6 pages or 8 pages. And if I'm making billboard sites, that are just to bring people to content and direct them in a different direction, then they don't need to be so complicated. I just want it more than a landing page. I don't want 32 landing pages. I want 32 sites full of content that'll attract people and make them go someplace else or answer a question. So I may have for some of these talk about different artists in different places, like the artists that I have that I'm putting in Munich artists. I may spread them out over these and then direct people. So for where it says artist and painter, I may just put the painters on there. And yeah, so we'll see. If I get all of these sites up for the February exhibition, that gives it enough time to populate and get into the search engines for the April exhibition, which is one of the goals of getting these done now, and one of the reasons I'm testing out the exhibition in February is because I want to make sure that everything runs smoothly for April. Because April is a much bigger one, and I want to sell, like in February, I'm setting it up. If the artists sell things, it would be great. If they don't, I'm not going to be pained. Actually, one of the artists, because she's in the process of moving, I'm letting her use one of the pieces that I bought from her in the exhibition, because I don't know if she'll have enough time to make a lot of pieces. And I would like people to see this because I love the piece. It's beautiful. It's really small though. That's why I said she had to make a bigger one. Because you can't just show that little one. It's just too small. I think I showed it to you already. If not, I'll show it to you another day. Okay?